So now we can do it properly by separating the variables.
Oh.
So for the first time,
Like spetch.
yes.
Okay.
So what are we going to do? We're going to go separate the variables. So what are we wanting to that thing? We're wanting a general solution to that. So what are we going to do with that first? Once you've got this, then you can just do the questions. You go P's on the left, and where are we going to go? T's on the, what's that called? Joshy, separating the variables, ready? So I'm going to put that to P, and I'm going to move that P over to here.
Okay.
I'm going to leave the 0.6 where it is because it's just a number and who cares which side you put it on. But when we get to the logistic model, it makes a big difference. And then I'll put the T over there. Now can I integrate it?
Yeah.
For one thing, it's got a dp to make it an integral, it's got a dt to make an integral, everything's p and everything's t. But go back to the idea of separating the variables. What's the rule for separating variables? Put all one letter on the left and put all the other letter on the right.
I mean, that's what I did.
Yeah, I'll have a look at that in a minute. What's the integral of a p on the bottom? Josh, come back to me, you're missing it. That's a log, it's an ln. What's the integral of 1 on x dx? Then space, set it all.
I mean,
ln the absolute value of x plus 3. We don't have to write absolute value of x for this question, or absolute value of p, because it's growth from a moment onwards, so there's no negatives, you're not going back in time. So I can just write that ln of p. What's the integral of 0.06, Josh? Using the letter t.
1.062.
And what do we always forget to write?
The C.
And Ethan, why don't we have to write a constant both sides? This turns out to be 2 and 8 overall, it's just 6. So if I had a constant there of plus 2 and a constant there of plus, I don't know, 100. Overall the constant is just 98.
So it just accounts for it, really.
Yeah. And accounts for it, that's a good way to put it. It takes it into account. There's our question done. Now we're back to getting this thing over here, which we had before. Josh, you come back to me. So if I squish method, I've got the log of base e, so I push, what do I push out?
E.
The e pushes out, and I've got p equals e to the 0.06t. And I'm going to fuss about this for once, a little bit.
Oh, that's so neat.
It is nice. So now you see what I wanted to say to you at times. Let's just separate the variables, do the integral and get it. I could have done it probably.
So
And guess what they're going to say now? When t equals 0. I'm actually going to do part B first. Part B first.
roll.
When t equals 0, what's p equal? 140,200. Let's put it in. So 140,200 is e to the 0.06 times 0 times e to the c.
So 1 times e to the c.
So this e to c is the starting value.
So the ln of 140,200.
So you've got that. So e to the c is just 140,200. Now, by the way, I don't want to find out what the c is. I'm just saying that e to c is that. What's the other name for e to c? The starting value.
Do you not want to know what c is?
No. I just want to know what e to c is. I already know what e to c is. E to c, because that's 1, that's just that.
Oh, yeah.
So now I could write this as.
So does that e to the c basically count as the whole constant itself?
Got it. So go back to where we were here. Now we know that p is.
Not really.
We now know that p was that number there, which is just your 1
You're a
4.
little bit cocky.
Yeah, that's why I said not really.
Separating variables, the right answer there. Now we wanted p when what was? T was 10 years. So now I can just get my 140,200 e to the 0.6, isn't it? that times by 10, so I do it. Oh. And put in your calculator, write the answer down. Can you get it for me?
Now if we want to triple it, we just triple 140200.
Got it.
That's so annoying. Okay.
You can go back to the original.
Well, literally just when 3 equals 0.00. I can't.
So for part A, I can ignore that. If I treated that as if it's 1, that would be
3.
3, so it's triple. Now you got to solve that. So are you expected to solve that by hand? And if you are, what comes to the rescue?
Logs.
Logs. So I go the ln of 3 equals the ln of e to the 0.06t. That goes to the front. ln e is 1. So ln 3 is, and they can put this in the non-calculator section because they can say that then t is ln of 3 on 0.06. Questions done?
So fun.
This kind of reminds me of that last question in the methods test.
Yeah,
I
might
know
do
what I
too.
wouldn't have done to have known this then.
Yeah. Now, will this be good enough for Claire? Have I said enough for Claire? So I'll probably put this one up tonight. I want to go through your method. You were there, and you said you wanted to do something, and I want to figure. So now I'll listen to what you're actually saying. Come on, give me your concentration.
Oh, because you know when we were doing 10A, right, and you cross multiply?
Yes.
So I didn't cross multiply.
Oh, you did the cross multiply.
Instead,
What
I
did you
just swapped out the denominators. Do you know what I mean? Like, so where dt is, I put the 0.06p,
Yeah.
and where
Yeah, perfect.
equals dt.
That's what I originally thought of doing.
Yeah,
Does that work?
yeah, totally.
But then it gets you a different answer.
No, it looks like it's a different answer, but when I work it out, we'll do it because you need to see it done.
I mean, like, I worked it out and I got a different answer.
Oh. So now you can go
That's
to
what I thought
integral
as
that,
well, 'cause I
integral
thought
that.
like 0.06 is part of the p. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So you take it all over.
So what happens then to the
It's
0.06?
0.06.
This might help us later on with logistic when if you move the number, don't move the number, it's worse.
Oh, but is it 1 on 0.06p to the negative 1?
So
Ah.
it's 1 on 0.06p to negative 1. Integral, if I did that, let's go annoying. What's that?
Which then integrates, increase the power by 1.
Which
can't
becomes a
do
0.
Log it.
And that's the one that says to you, this is not, but this says it's a log question. So the moment you get a -1, it becomes 0. It says, hello, these were logs.
Along for the ride? Question mark?
Not
really. Do you know what I mean?
This were logs.
Yeah. But does the 1 on 0.06, when you differentiate the p, it just stays there?
Oh, I want to say this to you, if I could for a second. That's really 1 on 6 on 100. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to go stupid for a second. I don't know if it's what your brain needs, but I try all sorts of stuff. Invert and multiply. 100 on 6. P to the negative 1 to p. Does anyone think of that question as a p to the negative 1? By the way, if you wanted to, you can go, that's an integral, that's 50 on 3. That would be nicer. And this is just a 1 on p with the dt. What's that?
Log of p,
Yeah,
ln of p.
and the 50 on 3 is there for the right.
Yeah, that's what I was asking, whether it just like vibes at the front. And then if you ended up wanting to, you could just divide the t by that, and then that's still the same and it's all correct.
Yes. So it does all work.
Okay, good to know.
That's good. I
Thank
like
you.
it. You make me think of different ways. I hadn't thought of that all the time. The integral of 1 is 2 plus c.
I want to transplant a human head onto my head.